Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. In this video, we will be presenting 5 amazing destinations to visit in the northern regions of Cameroon. Please do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends for 10 years of good luck. Let's get into this. With a population of over 28 million inhabitants spread across 475,440 square kilometers, it's obvious that the beautiful country of Cameroon, officially known as La République du Cameroun for the French and the English, the Republic of Cameroon, is certainly Africa in miniature. Why? Because the nation is blessed with abundant flora and fauna, natural resources and cultural heritage sites of interest spread all across the 10 regions. Moving to the northern part of the country, the Adamawa, the north and the far north regions are exceptional in beauty, the least to say. When it comes to the landscape, the cattle rearing and overall cultural diversification, there are no two pars. There are so many amazing places to visit in these regions, but according to most tourists and experts, the top 5 would probably be Lake Tyson, Ranch of Gaurava, Gorge de Cola, Magena Textile Factory, and of course, Pous. Starting off with Lake Tyson. Lake Tyson is a beautiful lake located in the Adamawa region, precisely in the Vina division of Gaurava. Lake Tyson is a very impressive tourist site indeed. This crater lake has an average depth of 4 to 8 meters. You have to drive about 15 kilometers from the city center of Gaurava towards Magena to finally arrive and contemplate this beautiful nature. This lake was once the result of a phenomenon of volcanism that occurred in this locality. And over the years, the flora and fauna have found refuge and made this place picturesque. It is an ideal place recommended for relaxation, walks, horse riding, and so much more. It's also about 300 meters in diameter and is lined with trees of multiple species, which explains the variations in the colors of its waters. Well, before the First World War, history has it that the Germans were fascinated by this lake. They brought engineers and scientists from Boya, the first capital of the country, to study Lake Tyson. The purpose of this work was to draw up a developmental plan to make this area a place for German officials to walk and play. When the war broke out, the whole project sank into the depths of the lake. What a history! The site is designed to allow for a walk around the lake, a privileged moment of calm where you can fully enjoy the flora and fauna and breathe in and soak in the environment all to yourself before quenching your thirst at the site's mobile bar. Next up we have the Ranch of Gaurava. Once you're satisfied with the view of the appealing lake, taking a drive some 35 kilometers from the city of Gaurava, the Ranch of Gaurava awaits. The Ranch of Gaurava is a marvel of nature which offers an exceptional panorama in the heart of Cameroon. It offers breathtaking landscapes, including a vertiginous lake whose beauty perfectly reflects the surrounding flora. Considered a real paradise for hikers, families, and people looking for, some tranquility, you will know everything about this absolutely charming camp. Road trip lovers will therefore be delighted by going there, knowing that at the end of the day, they will be entitled to a most dazzling spectacle. Straddling the towns of Magena and Gaurava, this most rustic camp offers accommodation and huts with purely traditional picturesque architecture made from local materials. It's all about reflecting the medieval British and French styles of building and construction. The houses here are built in old European architecture with a touch of modern finishings. Though it is branded as a ranch, La Ranch of Gaurava or the Gaurava Ranch has the presentation of a well-furnished and large middle-aged resort. Most of the walls and furniture are inwardly decorated with ancient styles of art and paintings. The ranch has more than 20 guest rooms outside, as well as a billiards room, an exposition room for ancient sculptures and works of art, and a 90s-styled fireplace. In the same premises of the ranch, there is a crater lake known as the Crater Lake of the Gaurava Ranch. It must be said that the place is perfectly suited to all types of profiles and adventurers, whether you like nature walks or hikes, canoe trips, or just, you need a soothing place to relax. No one can stay indifferent to the majestic landscapes of this site. In fact, the ranch has exclusive access to a crater lake which extends over approximately 2 hectares. It is a former hunting camp founded by the guide and visionary Henry E.Y. Tilsus, which has become a tourist site with accommodation in an idyllic setting. The establishment also has a restaurant whose cuisine with local flavors will delight the taste buds of visitors. The Ranch of Gaurava is immensely rich in activities of all kinds: bowls, badminton, passage of the hare to the devouring bath, ornithological observations. More than 250 species of birds live near the ranch. You definitely love to stop by. The Crater Lake of the Gaurava Ranch was formed some hundreds of years ago and gave rise to an aquatic splendor. The waters of this lake are clean and very attractive to both aquatic and terrestrial life. Just sitting by its shores and observing the water being still and calm is considered by so many as a therapy on its own right. Fishing enthusiasts can go to the lake where they can catch captains and tilapias while being seduced by the marvelous view offered by the reflection of the surrounding trees and the greenery on the lake. The Ranch of Gaurava is, in a few words, a tourist spot to visit at all costs. Then we get to the Gorge de Cola. Among the many natural wonders the North region is blessed with, there is an outstanding gorge known as the Cola Gorges or the Gorge de Cola. If you are a tourist or a local who is interested in archaeological and geographical sites, then welcome to the Gorge de Cola. The Cola Gorges are located on the territory of the commune of Guidere in North Cameroon. The Cola people, a Dabo tribe from Diamari in the far north of the country, are the first inhabitants, and therefore they give their name to this place. It makes sense, Cola people, the Gorge de Cola. Yeah, it does. The Cola Gorges are open to the public upon scheduled tours, even though they are undeveloped. But then the visit inside the gorges can only be down at low water. With a length of 4 kilometers, their depth reaches 30 to 350 meters. A 20-meter waterfall and a cave are at the end of the route. Some of the huge naturally defined stones in the gorges can reach a depth of a whopping 20 meters, and they have been polished by the flow of water. Once inside the gorges, it feels like you're in an ancient world with several paths through the huge stones. There is even a heart-shaped carved from the natural formation of two rocks, which gives a great appeal for tourists to get a picture, maybe a romantic vibe. In the gorge, the water flow and the meteorology strongly influence the presence of fauna and flora. A legend is also saying to hold that the fish would only appear there once a year, with a mass fishing possible for a maximum of once a month. The popular legend conveys that a room or an apartment dedicated to the devil would be in this cave. 6 kilometers from the urban area and center of Guidere, we can see rocks polished by the flow of water, a cave located in the village of Kola, located on the bed of the Mayo Luti. The site is visible during the low water period, approximately 9 months out of 12. The place is calm and relaxing, and a marvelous landscape. Mountaineering or bungee jumping can be practiced in the Gorge de Cola. To support the development of tourism in this area, the Cola Gorge site was electrified by a micro-solar plant in 2014. And lastly, in the North region, one thing that shows how underrated the north of the country is the presence of a superb textile factory at the Magena, up north. The Magena textile factory, first of all, is one of the most efficient factories in this region. The main activities here comprise and consist of transforming animal skins, mainly cows, goats, and sheep, into clothing fabrics from primary through tertiary stages of production. The facility is serviced by about 10 working staff, led by a facility coordinator. The whole process of production, from animal skins right up to textiles and other clothing fabrics, is explained by the facility coordinator. It is often said in the initial stages, all begins with receiving a fresh animal skin samples from either butchers or local vendors and preserving the skins in sodium salts or drying the skins in sun shades. There are 3 methods that follow consecutively in the transformation process. First, there is the river bath operation, which serves to clean off the blood and dirt on the animal skins by dipping the animal skins in a chemical bath solution. The second stage often involves removing the hairs of the animal in a natural hot chemical, which takes off the hairs in 3 days while in another chemical solution bath. In the same facility, there is another major activity, which is skinning the animal to remove its hairs. But this is done manually with a double-edged machete, handheld on both sides. The hairs can be used to make pillows, chairs, or mixed with clay to be used as mud house building blocks. Quite ingenious. Because the manual skinning process isn't 100% effective, the skins are taken to another compartment where the droppings of small birds are used as enzymes to remove the tiny bead hairs that the skin process missed out on. These enzymes don't only serve to remove the tiny hairs, however, but also to neutralize the medium for which the animal skins must react in. And then we are on to the third stage. The animal skins are moved to another solution bath where the tanning juice from acacia fruit is used to soften the skins and further peel it. The process can be repeated and sped up after 6 hours. These are the acacia seeds, which can be ground to a powdered state and used for treatment. The next stage would often involve drying the skins which have been washed, and then they will be tested for tensile strength. It takes an average 6 hours under the sunlight to dry the skins enough for tensile strength test. And in this facility there is a storage room. A storage room where products and chemicals are used for tanning, washing, and skinning are kept. Usually, the acacia seeds are the most important and precious since they are produced just once in a year. As such, there is need for about 2,000 bags of acacia during the period of low yields. When all the process is completed, the skins are dyed in various colors and they can be sent to local vendors and textile traders. All in all, the Magena Textile Factory is a living proof that there is still a lot of potential in the northern region of Cameroon. And then we move to the far north region. There is a lot to see and do in the far north region, but one of the most iconic places which is unearthed and untouched is Pous. Pous is, to crown it all up, it's in the far north region of the country. It is a serene and untouched medieval structure which up until now remains very symbolic in the heart of the far north region. Pous stands between Chad and the far north region of Cameroon. However, it is most likely to say that Pous is more located in Cameroon because it's in the far north region of the country, literally speaking. There is no denying that when you come to Pous, you feel like you are in the Islamic old times of the conquest. There we go guys, that was 5 amazing destinations to visit in the northern regions of Cameroon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a comment, let us know which is your best destination among the 5. And also, give it a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications.